Okay, so in digital techniques, in digital circuits, there are two types of circuits. Basic circuit is a combinational logic circuit, and another one is the sequential logic circuit. So the main basic difference between that is the clock signal. In combinational logic circuit does not uses clock signal, but in sequential logic circuit, it uses the clock signal. In combinational logic circuit, there is no any memory devices present, but in sequential logic circuits, they have memory device, right? Yes, is it so? Okay, nobody to. Are you getting or not? Yes, you can answer at least yes or no. Yes? You can unmute yourself. Yes, Abhishek Sathe. You can unmute, na?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Please tell me if I'm going fast. Okay.
Okay.
Next is the course outcomes. At the end of this course, student will able to explain different syntax of HDL language, that is hardware description language. Whenever you are going to study or whenever you are going to writing the code for HDL at that time, you can explain the different syntax of HDL language. Next, design and analyze combinational logic circuits using VHDL and Verilog. So there are two types of HDL languages, VHDL and Verilog. So here we are going to design and analyze combinational logic circuits like adder, subtractor, multiplexer, etc. So in practical, we are going to do the same in VHDL as well as Verilog. Next one is design and analyze sequential logic circuit using VHDL. The same thing we are going to study, or we can going to analyze for the sequential logic circuits also. Next, describe architecture and internal components of CPLD, FPGA, ASIC, and SOC and compare them. And last one is explain different testing methods for combinational logic circuits, sequential logic circuit, ICs, and write test bench for simple combinational circuits. Okay. So next, we go towards our syllabus. So here, this is our syllabus. Our first unit is nothing but introduction to EDA tool and VHDL programming. Here, we are going to study about VHDL. What is this VHDL? Yes, I told you the long form of HDL, that is hardware description language. Okay. So this first V specifies the very high speed integrated circuit. So this VHDL is nothing but very high speed integrated circuit hardware description language. We are going to design the code with the help of this HDL language for very high speed integrated circuits. Next is the design flow. Design flow of VHDL means it shows that how we are going to do this VHDL code or how we are going to do the circuit. Next one is the EDA tool. Which circuits or which EDA tools we are going to use for this VHDL. Next is the library declaration, entity architecture. You have studied C language in second year, right? So there also you have heard this data types, operators, signals. So these all things are here in our VHDL also. But that C language is different and this VHDL language is different. So in this HDL language also, we are going to study these all data types, operators, signals, variables, constant, attributes, concurrent code, sequential code for the circuits, how to introduce the delay, architecture modeling, components, generate libraries, IEEE standard logic, packages, generic functions, procedures, operator overloading, and assert. So this is what about our first unit. In unit number 1 only, we are going to study about all about VHDL. So what is this hardware description language? How we can design any circuit with the help of this language? What is the syntax of this language? How we can use different signals, variable, constants, how we use concurrent codes, sequential codes. So all things we are going to study in unit number 1 only. So don't miss any lecture regarding this unit at least, because this unit has all information related to VHDL coding. So this is the basic thing. Now in next unit, that is unit number 2, is VHDL modules for combinational and sequential logic design. So in unit number 1, we have studied all the basic things, how to write down the program, which libraries are used, what is mean by entity, what is mean by architecture, and how to write the code for different circuits. Now in this unit, we are actually implementing the code, or we are going to design the code for half adder, full adder, subtractor, multiplexer, demultiplexer, encoder, decoder, comparator, 4-bit adder, array multiplier. Okay, these all are the combinational circuits which does not have clock signal and any memory element. Next one is the latches, flip-flop, counter. In counter, there are two types of counter. One is synchronous counter and another one is asynchronous counter. Shift register, static ROM and RAM. These all are sequential circuits which has clock signal and memory element, right? So the basic difference in these circuits, that is the combinational circuits and sequential circuit, is the in the combinational circuit, the output is depends upon only input. But in sequential circuit like flip-flop, shift registers, counters, the output is depend upon the present input as well as the past behavior of the circuit, that is the past output. So we are going to study the same circuits which you have studied in second year, but here the difference is that we are going to write down the code and we execute the code for these circuits and we will check whether the output is right or not. So this is second unit. Now third. In second unit, we are using this VHDL module. As I told you, there are two types of HDL languages. First is VHDL and another one is Verilog. So in unit number 3, that is the Verilog module for combinational logic design. So this unit, we are dealing with Verilog HDL language. Here we are going to study introduction to Verilog HDL, the structure of Verilog module, types of models, again data types, operators used in this language. Next, HDL implementation of half adder, full adder, half subtractor, full subtractor, encoder, decoder, multiplexer, demultiplexer, and comparator. Here we are going to design only combinational circuit. We are dealing with only combinational circuits with the help of this Verilog module. In practical also, we are taking same examples. In practical time, you have to code these. You have to code for these circuits and you have to implement and synthesize the code. Next, unit number 4. Unit number 4 is nothing but the state machines. Now, this is the new funda for you all. That is what is meant by state machines. So there are two types of state machines, Moore and Mealy model. So why we use these state machines? Because see, in sequential circuits, the output is depends upon the present input as well as the past behavior of the circuit. So there are various states, or with the help of these states, we can easily design any circuit. So it is very easy. With the help of these state machines, we can write down the code also and we can design any circuit, any digital circuit. So here basic types Moore and Mealy model is there. So with the help of these two, we can design state diagrams. Next, VHDL model using state machines. State machines. Okay, just a minute. Okay, so VHDL model using state machines for sequence detector, traffic light controller, coffee vending machine, multiplier using ADD and shift method. So this is what our fourth unit. Next is testing of logic circuits. So here, testing of combinational and sequential logic circuits, the boundary scan, built-in self-test, test benches. These are various types of testing the circuit. So here, test bench for combinational design for binary adder, comparator, encoder, decoder, multiplexer, and demultiplexer. So in this circuit, we are just studying the test benches. Test bench helps in generating input signals for simulation. So this is what our fifth unit. Next is the architecture of commercial devices. So here different types of architectures are there. This is also very new to you. So just see which architecture, CPLD architectures, Xilinx, Altera, FPGA organization and architecture, Altera, 10K, ASIC and system on chip architectures. So in unit number 6, we will study these types of architectures. So our first section includes 3 units, unit number 1, 2, 3, and in second section, we will study state machines, testing of logic circuits and architecture of commercial devices. Yes. So is there any doubt in this? Yes, reply fast. Who will reply? Who will take initiative? Yes. Yes, mute yourself. Anybody? Nobody wants to reply? Then how can I come to know that is it okay or not? Yes. In chat section, you can type messages if you don't want to talk. Yes. Am I audible or not? At least tell me that one.
Yes, ma'am.
Then why you are not replying? Nobody wants to learn this VHDL? Yes? Yes or no? Yes, Shweta. Who is Shweta Nipse? Roll number 24. Yes, mute yourself. Sakshi, unmute yourself and tell me. So this is only one-way communication. You can unmute yourself, talk with me, then only I come to know na. Yes, you are listening to me. Otherwise, I am just saying all things. Yes, all are sleeping. Then you all are chatting, but don't want to speak anyone. Okay, is it interesting? You heard about the syllabus. Is it interesting? VHDL?
Yes, ma'am.
So this is very good language, or you can score. This is the scoring subject, you can say. So if you listen all things, if you do the all codes sincerely, literally this is the scoring subject. You all know digital design. That one is also scoring subject and very easy. Here what we are going to do, only we are using HDL. Same circuits we are going to take, adder, subtractor, means all that combinational sequential circuits. For that circuits, we are going to write down the code and execute the code. After execution, we come to know that the code is right or not. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
So in this lecture, we have seen this examination scheme, teaching scheme, institute vision mission, department vision mission, then short introduction of subject, course outcomes, course objectives, and the syllabus. So these are the reference books. You can refer these books. These are very good books. First one is the Circuit Design and Simulation with HDL. So the writer is Volini A. Pedroni. This book is very good for VLSI or VHDL, we can say. I referred this book at the time of doing ME. So you can use this book. This is really good book. So I advise all of you to go through these books. All books are good. For first unit, we are using this Pedroni. If you want soft copy, then I am having the soft copy. I will share with you afterwards in your group. Are you using library books? Yes, for third year right now. Yes. Which books you are using right now? In last year, soft copy or hard copy?
Soft copies, ma'am.
All soft copies?
Yeah.
Okay, so I am having soft copies of most of the books. I will share with you. You can use that one.
Okay.
So these books will give you complete information about VHDL and serves as a companion in your journey to learn VHDL. So shall I ask some questions? Yes. See, up to now, I have not started unit number 1, but here I already have introduced this subject. So can you tell me what is meaning of this HDL? Yes.
Very high speed integrated circuit hardware description language.
Okay, that is VHDL. Okay, good. So what are the types of HDL? HDL, that is hardware description language.
Combinational and sequential circuit.
No, that is the types of digital circuits only. I am asking about hardware description language. We are going to study.
VHDL and Verilog HDL.
Right. So in unit number 1 and 2 are dealing with VHDL, and unit number 3 is dealing with the Verilog modules. So first of you only study VHDL. Before starting, at least you revise all DT circuits. That is, what is meaning of combinational logic circuit, what is meaning of sequential logic circuit, what is the exact difference between these two circuits. Because in practicals, we are going to implement these combinational and sequential logic circuits. We have to use the output. For example, AND gate. Suppose A and B is the input. So what is the output of AND gate? Yes, Y is equal to A and B. So you come to know at least what is the output equation. Whenever we give different types of inputs or different combinations of input, what will be the output? At least these basic things you have to know before starting the coding. Because the code is very simple. I will show one code to you. See. Yes. Is it visible?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So this is the simple code where this entity is the first part you have to introduce in this HDL, where it introduces only input signals and output signals. Okay. And next one is the architecture. So here, this is the code of multiplier, 16-bit multiplier. So this multiplier had two inputs, A and B. As it is 16-bit, here we have to mention 15 down to 0, means total 16 bits are there. So A is 16-bit, B is 16-bit. And the output is obviously 16 into 16, it is 32. So 31 down to 0. This is the 32-bit. So this entity shows AB is the in means it is input signal, and Y it is nothing but our output signal. Then end multiplier. This is the end of entity. Next, in architecture, you have to just write down the output equation, that is Y is equals to A and B. So whenever the first bit come into the picture, this Y is equals to that first bit. Next, it will take second bit, third bit, fourth bit, so on up to 16-bit. And it will give the output, which is 32-bit. This is the simple code. How many line code is this? Only 8-line code, right? So in this 8-line code, whenever you are going to execute this 8-line code, you will come to know that how this program works and how it will implement the circuit. So automatically, you will get the output waveforms also. You can change A, B. According to that, you will get Y, right? So only this is the 8-line code, which gives 32-bit multiplier to you. In the same way, we have to design all combinational circuits, that is adder, subtractor, multiplexer, demultiplexer, encoder, decoder, as well as sequential circuits also, like latches, flip-flop, counter, shift register, etc. So very easy programming is this. Only you know this output equation कि हाँ अभी हमें मल्टीप्लायर बनाना है तो क्या आउटपुट आना चाहिए, और गेट है, एडर है, सब्सट्रैक्टर है. So what should be the output? Whenever you know this output, you can easily write down this code. So in first unit only, we will study how to write down this code. What is mean by this entity? What is mean by this architecture? What is this behavior modeling? So don't go for this right now. I'm just showing you how it is easy to write a code for any circuit. Okay? Yes, get it? Yes. Reply fast. Okay. Don't want to reply also. Then this is the practical oriented subject where we are doing various practicals. How could I tell you these things if you are not replying me? How I come to know that you are getting or not? I'm not asking any questions, na. At least reply yes or no. Yes, ma'am, getting, ma'am. No, ma'am, I have this doubt, ma'am. Yes? Only one-way communication is there. So today is okay. It is an introductory lecture. But from second lecture, I will not allow you to keep quiet. You have to answer all the things. आप लोग जितना इन्वॉल्व होंगे उतना मुझे भी अच्छा लगेगा कि हाँ यस इनको समझ में आ रहा है. जितना आप लोगों को समझेगा मैं उतना ज्यादा मैं कुछ बोलूंगी ना. अगर इंट्रोडक्शन ही खुद आपको समझ में नहीं आया तो फिर मुझे कैसे पता चलेगा कि हाँ बाबा इनको नहीं समझ में आया, फिर से एक्सप्लेन करो, या फिर हाँ समझ में आ रहा है तो मैं और कुछ तो आपको देने की कोशिश करूंगी, एक्स्ट्रा इंफॉर्मेशन अबाउट दैट. यस, सोनाली काटे. आई डोंट नो नेम्स आल्सो, आई विल just calling you. Yes, unmute yourself. Say something. Yes, shall I start first unit? Or in
Yes,
next
ma'am.
lecture? What do you all are sleeping, I think, eh? 2 to 3. It is sleeping time, I think. Yes. Speak, someone.
Yes, ma'am.
What? Yes.
Getting all things, ma'am.
Okay. So, shall I start unit number 1, or in next lecture we will start?
Next lecture, ma'am.
Why?
Time.
It's 2:40 now only.
Okay.
No, it's okay. I know बहुत सारी चीजें आपके से सर के ऊपर से गई होंगी शायद, स्पेशली दैट लास्ट यूनिट. बट सी, आपको अगर डिजिटल सर्किट में इंटरेस्ट है, कोडिंग में इंटरेस्ट है, तो आप लोग बहुत अच्छे से करेंगे. और इसमें कुछ भी डिफिकल्ट नहीं है. जैसे सी लैंग्वेज है वैसे ही है, थोड़ा बहुत चेंजेस है. जैसे लाइब्रेरी कौन सी यूज करनी है, एंटिटी में क्या डालना है, आर्किटेक्चर में क्या क्या होता है, बस हम फर्स्ट यूनिट में वो सब देखेंगे. उसके बाद तो VHDL कोडिंग आपके लिए बहुत आसान हो जाएगी. सो इसमें हम लोग Xilinx करके सॉफ्टवेयर है. वी आर गोइंग टू टेक अ प्रैक्टिकल्स ऑन Xilinx सॉफ्टवेयर. इन प्रैक्टिकल ओनली we will study some extra codes. So in practical, we will design half adder and full adder using VHDL as well as Verilog. Next practical, that is 4-bit adder using subtractor style modeling. So there are types of modelings are there. So with the help of that modeling also, we will generate the code for different circuits. So once you do one practical, you come to know, or you what is exactly VHDL and what is the outcome of this VHDL language. Why we have to use this VHDL language. So from this introduction, can you tell me why we will go for this HDL language? What is the use of this HDL language? Yes, या फिर सिलेबस में इसीलिए पढ़ना है, ऐसा है क्या कुछ? Yes, tell me. डिजिटल डिजाइन एंड HDL सब्जेक्ट है, इसमें डिजिटल सर्किट्स है जो हम लोग HDL से बनाएंगे, राइट? Why we go for HDL? Nobody knows. Okay, what is HDL? What is the use of HDL?
Multiplexer.
Hardware description language.
Language, right? Lekin what is the use of this HDL? Why we use this language? With the help of this language, what we are going to do?
Describe the structure of electronic circuit.
Yes, it is the describe the structure or architecture of not electronic, it is digital circuits. Here only we are dealing with the digital circuits, zeros and ones, right? So this language mostly describes the digital circuits only. So in early years, the digital circuits were designed manually, right? Using some techniques such as Boolean expressions. So that our output equation is nothing but our Boolean expression. With the help of Boolean expression, in last year in DT, have you done practicals? Adder, subtractor, yes or not?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. So in that practical, what you have used? ICs, right? So many ICs are there. Yes or no?
Yes,
Yes.
ma'am.
Yes. For example, for OR gate, it is 7432 IC, I think. For NAND gate, it is 7400. So with the help of that ICs, you have done all the practicals. But here in HDL, what we are using simple language code to do all the practicals. So at that time, what you do, what you have done, you have taken different ICs. First of all, you check what is the IC number, which gates IC is that. So for OR gate, AND gate, NAND gate. So whenever you are suppose take an example of adder, right? For adder, tell me the output equation. Y is equals to, yes, half adder, full adder पढ़ा है ना हम लोगों ने?
Yes, ma'am.
तो बताओ मुझे आउटपुट इक्वेशंस क्या रहते हैं उसमें? सम रहता है, कैरी आता है, राइट? So there were, how many practicals you have done? You have done this half adder, full adder? Yes, no, what? Okay, let it be. So there are two outputs. One is sum and one is carry. So we got two Boolean expressions. For sum, it is different, and for carry, it is different. So according to that, you just do the same thing in HDL languages. You just come to know what is the output and what is the Boolean expression. So as I told you, what is the use of this HDL, right? So in early years, the digital circuits were designed manually using some techniques such as Boolean expression or circuit schematics or K-map. So with the help of this, they are getting some equations. Just with the help of that equation, they are making some circuits with the help of that ICs only. Most of the people use schematic based softwares like PSpice and SPice. At that time also some softwares are there. Some software were there, PSpice and HSpice. But with the increasing device densities means what? Number of components. अगर आपके components बढ़ रहे हैं, circuit अगर आपका बड़ा हो रहा है, so it is very difficult to implement these circuits manually. So the choice of traditional method has become limited for the big circuits. There are 4 types of ICs are there, right? SSI, MSI, LSI, and VLSI, right? Are you heard about these words?
Yes, ma'am.
Now, what is the long form of SSI? Small scale integration, where the less number of components, it is I think less than 10, right? Next is MSI, that is medium scale integration. LSI, large scale integration. And next come to VLSI, very large scale integration, where the devices, or we can say the components, which are greater than 10,000. So whenever these many components we have to attach in one circuit, it is very much difficult to do manually. At the time of we need this HDL language. So as we know that in VLSI, thousands of components built together. So think about it, how many manpower or how many years would be required to design such a big circuit? अगर हमें manually करना है VLSI को, That is a very large scale integration. So how to implement and how many manpower and how many years are required? अगर thousands of circuits है, ICs है, तो उसको कनेक्ट करना मैन्युअली इज वेरी डिफिकल्ट। और अगर ट्राई भी करे तो मैन पावर और कितने इयर्स लग जाएंगे, सोचो। सोच रहे हो या फिर सो रहे हो? यस, आर यू गेटिंग?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So it is a must for IC designers to go for some EDA tool, that is electronic. What is the EDA tool? Yes. Have you heard about this? Electronic design automation tool. Yes. Have you heard about this EDA tool? No? Whatever, yes or no? Okay. So with the increasing of use of computer-based design methodologies, the IC design has migrated to EDA tools. So these EDA tools are nothing but we are using these EDA tools for this implementing these combinational circuits. Okay. So why to use HDL? See, I told you this simple. Yes. See this, why to use HDL? For illustration. Yes, is it visible? This screen is visible to you?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so see, for illustration, let us take one example. Design 16x16 multiplier with schematic capture and using the HDL. So the multiplier is a complex arrangement of adders and resistors. We have to add these adders and resistors. In the present case, we have two 16-bit input and one 32-bit product output. So a total of 64 IOs are there. This 16, that is A is 16-bit, B is 16-bit, and output is 32-bit. So total 64 IO pins are there. So this circuit requires approximately 6,000 equivalent components. So in such schematic implementation, all the required gates have to be loaded, positioned on a page. Then we will do interconnection with IO buffers. And this will take minimum 3 days of hard time. If we do manually, then it will take 3 days of hard time. After 3 days, we have our implementation ready for 16x16 multiplier. But in HDL implementation, which also needs 600 gates, sorry, 6,000 gates, but it requires only 8-line programs. This 8-line program will show what is the 16x16 multiplier. If we execute this program, it will give the circuit schematic as well as the input output waveforms. And it will take minimum 3 minutes of time. So for implementing that is 16x16 multiplier, if we go for manual implementation, it will take minimum 3 days of time. But if we go for this HDL language, with the help of this HDL language, it will take minimum 3 minutes and it requires only 8 lines of text. So have you understood what is the need of this HDL? Yes? Yes, so HDL implementation has same, that HDL implementation also has 6,000 gates, only one text file, 3 minutes to write the program, and completely vendor dependent. So do you accept the importance of the using HDL in digital circuit design? Yes? Yes or no? Yes, reply me fast. I'm not asking question. Just reply. समझ में आया कि आपको HDL हमें क्यों यूज करनी है?
Yes, ma'am.
ओके, क्या था उसमें?
8-line program, ma'am.
हाँ, तो मैन्युअली अगर हम वही सेम सर्किट डिजाइन करने जाए तो उसको कितने एटलीस्ट 3 days रिक्वायर्ड है। उसमें से भी पता नहीं कि वो फाइनली वर्कआउट होगा या नहीं होगा। अगर इन केस उतना टाइम जाने के बाद भी अगर मैन्युअली सर्किट कोई भी डिजाइन करे तो प्रॉब्लम्स आते ही है। यस, मैन मेड हो तो अगर उस पे भी कुछ आउटपुट में प्रॉब्लम आया तो क्या हो सकता है? फिर से हमें चेक करना पड़ेगा कि कहाँ पे प्रॉब्लम है। इतने सारे वायर्स रहेंगे, इतने सारे आईसीज रहेंगे, तो हम कैसे कैलकुलेट करेंगे कि कौन से आईसी में प्रॉब्लम है, कौन से वायर में प्रॉब्लम है। लेकिन अगर यहाँ पे हम ये VHDL कोड लिखते भी है, अगर इन केस आउटपुट में कुछ प्रॉब्लम आता है, so it is very easy to change the code and it will take minimum time in minutes only, right? That's why we are using this HDL. So your subject name is having DDH, that is Digital Design and HDL. Okay. So shall I stop here? अभी तो कुछ बोलो, yes, no.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, ठीक है फिर चलो. I have taken attendance screenshot of your list. Now see you in next lecture. Before coming to next lecture, at least study what is digital circuits, right?
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, chalo, bye bye.